Rug hooking is super easy and so much fun. You're simply filling a canvas with little knots of yarn to create a whole piece of art in the end. You can start your latch hooking either on the top or bottom, left or right of your canvas. It depends what you find most comfortable. For me, I'm right-handed, so I like to start on the left side. I also prefer to have the finished knots above me when I'm hooking, so I'll start at the top. You can also start with key details and then latch hook around them. For example, you might choose to do the flowers first or the corner of each square. It all depends on what you prefer once you get comfortable. First, take a piece of yarn and fold it into a loop. Put your latch hook through the loop so the neck is sitting in the yarn. Then push your rug hook through the canvas. Make sure the latch is open after you push it through. Next, you're going to pull your yarn ends diagonally across the open latch. Then pull the hook through the loop. Ta-da! You've made a latch knot. Just give it a tug to make sure the knot is tight and the ends are even. This part can be tricky as the fibers in the yarn can snag on the hook. If that happens, you'll find your yarn gets a little bit fluffy, and that's okay. You can easily trim these fluffy parts off as you go. It's best to work gently when you start. Now, you're just going to repeat the same step again and again and again until your whole rug is filled up. Here's a few tips that might help you with your rug making. You only need to make knots on the horizontal rows of the canvas. You can ignore the rows going vertically. Make sure you're consistent with the direction of your knots. You always want your knots to be facing the same way. I find it's best to use your printed design as your main guide. Then, if you're unsure about how many knots to do in a certain color, check the pattern. And now you're good to go. The knotting technique is really simple, but it does take some practice to get it just right. So give yourself some time and enjoy the journey. Happy rug hooking!